NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set 70 Indy.
God.
Tight dog, 61, matchbox Blake. Hey, seam 6.
I gotta play a daggone game now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson.
I know. He had that little amble thing.
What makes a good run blitz?
Yeah.
A good run blitz.
2-round burst that makes it more powerful.
To follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Hey, high 7.
57 Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Forced out to his left, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike's 49. Not ready. 49, guys. Mike's 49. Watch the run. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready. Mike is 59. Rip left. 66. Throw it wide. Let's go.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
You're supposed to have that a long time ago. They be screwing him. I don't know what that was about. I was like, damn.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I forgot I got to make careful slap.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole
like
last time.
Lynch back there,
This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
What you calling in this league, too? Oh, Purple Rain, he ain't here now. Purple Rain, you know.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You know what I'm saying?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Come on, set. 8-3. Switch up. 6-6. Full time. Hey, Alpha. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Sir. That's what I want.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
That's a drag.
Snap.
To throw again. Herbert. Johnson's got it complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division.
I can't hear you.
Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Love going for Metcalf on the And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I know Dang ain't got mad at me because I ain't trade him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
We got Green Bay.
Here we go.
Is he mad, man?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
57's the mic. Watch it.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Herbert, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Gurley.
No.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Dealing with that.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Might just shoot him in his calf.
No. Topper! Hey, Orbit! Go!
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. 57 from the go.
On first down, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Looking to throw. Love. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards.
Come on, set. 60 out. You want this? Hey, hey.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0.
I'm doing like that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert. That's taken in by Henderson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Reynolds. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
57, Mike, 52.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 57's the Mike. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 72 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13 toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I hate that freaking animation.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
I missed the
now
other
he settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielding about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That used to be funny.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, they at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
There's certain things that really don't.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Nah, I traded all my pieces.
Back to the air on second down. Love. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm coming after you. Exit. Coming after you. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Past the 20. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Myers for the extra point.
Like, stuff like that be happening to us dude all the time, bro.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Off the play fake. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I got Daniel Hunter too, right?
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
49, guys. Mike,
I got Landry.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
No, Landry, the linebacker from the Titans.
What's tight? Tight ends right.
Yeah.
What's tight?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Back to throw. Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
That's just one player.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And he lost the football.
Yeah,
and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free.
There he goes, right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 29 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
People be forcing the fumble to me having no hit power.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wow.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 26, check 26, X3, 218, jump.
You go that bullshit. I hate this shit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
Yes, sir.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We're kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On the set.
Petty cutting up out here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good sock, baby. That's baby sock.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hey, Wahoo! 61, matchbox light. Go.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Ooh, looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Gurley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know in certain plays when you do it, all of them is,
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's got this almost to the 40.
Like do it when you run jet sweep.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's
every
brought
time I
down
didn't have that
at
pop
about
up,
the 23-yard line.
I done had a tough game, so I couldn't play, like I wanted to.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I couldn't play for one person.
Bravo.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Who that?
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
General West. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, come on, bro.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Nah, not like that. They're probably using for more speed packages. Yeah, probably that, man. Speed packages, stuff like that. I haven't really seen them.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
I ain't really seen dudes like that. You said who?
Offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
36, 36. Check 24, check 24.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Henderson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on second down. Mulligan, he's going to launch this thing way down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Penny on the counter. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is Scarborough. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Let's get it.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready, ready. 70 in.
Ready?
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Ready?
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.